Good morning, everybody. Welcome again to my class, English for Grade 11, Senior High School. Still with me, Coach Ahmad Riwayadi. In this lesson, we are going to discuss an explanation text entitled Malaria. In part 1, we have already discussed some new vocabularies, and these are the vocabularies we have already discussed. Estimated, annual, swampy, occur, afflicted, transmit, intermittent, interval, alter, acquiring, and particularly. I hope all of you have already understood these new vocabularies. Now let's start discussing paragraph by paragraph, sentence by sentence. Today we are going to discuss one of the diseases that's called malaria. What is malaria? Let's discuss this paragraph. Let's say together. Malaria is a widespread and often fatal infection in humans. Malaria merupakan penyakit yang sering mematikan dan tersebar luas di kalangan manusia. It also infects primates, rodents, reptiles, and birds. Malaria ini juga menjangkiti primata, binatang-binatang mengerat, reptil, dan juga bangsa burung. It occurs mostly in tropical regions of the world. Malaria ini terjadi kebanyakan di kawasan tropis di dunia, with an estimated annual rate of incident at more than 50 million cases. Dengan kejadian rata-rata per tahun diperkirakan mencapai lebih dari 50 juta kasus, about 1 million of which are fatal, di mana 1 juta dari 50 juta kasus tersebut mengalami kematian. Malaria means bad air in Italian. Malaria artinya udara yang buruk dalam bahasa Itali, reflecting the pre-1880 view that the disease is caused by gases from swampy regions where many cases occur. Definisi ini menunjukkan pandangan sebelum tahun 1880 bahwa penyakit tersebut disebabkan oleh gas yang keluar dari kawasan yang berawa di mana banyak sekali kasus terjadi. In 1880, Charles Levran observed a protozoal parasite in the blood of an afflicted patient. Pada tahun 1880, Charles Levran mengobservasi adanya parasit protozoa di dalam darah seorang pasien yang terjangkiti. In 1898, Ronald Ross found that the bite of the female mosquito of the genus Anopheles transmits the parasites into the bloodstream. Pada tahun 1898, Ronald Ross menemukan bahwa gigitan nyamuk betina dari jenis Anopheles mentransmisi atau memindahkan parasit tersebut ke dalam aliran darah. The main symptoms of malaria are intermittent fever and chills, which occur at interval of 24 to 72 hours. Gejala utama malaria adalah adanya demam dan menggigil yang tidak teratur yang terjadi dalam interval 24 sampai 72 jam, depending on the type of Plasmodium responsible, tergantung pada jenis Plasmodium yang ada. Other symptoms are headache, weakness, and an enlarged spleen. Gejala lainnya adalah sakit kepala, lemas, dan limfa yang membengkak. Various human races have developed genetic defenses against malaria. Berbagai ras manusia telah mengembangkan daya tahan genetika untuk melawan malaria. African and Mediterranean peoples, for instance, have genes for altered hemoglobin. Orang-orang Afrika dan Mediterania, misalnya, memiliki gen untuk hemoglobin yang telah mengalami perubahan, on which the parasite cannot thrive as easily as it does on normal hemoglobin, di mana parasit tersebut tidak bisa berkembang semudah ketika berada pada hemoglobin normal. People who have one normal hemoglobin gene and one altered gene lessen their chances for acquiring malaria. Orang-orang yang memiliki satu gen hemoglobin normal dan satu gen yang telah mengalami perubahan, berkurang peluangnya untuk terkena malaria. Unfortunately, people who inherit two altered genes are subject to either sickle cell disease or thalassemia. Sayang sekali, orang yang mewarisi dua gen yang telah mengalami perubahan justru rentan terkena penyakit sel sabit ataupun thalassemia, particularly Cooley's anemia, khususnya anemia Cooley, depending on the type of genes inherited, tergantung pada jenis gen yang diwarisinya. Question number 1. Which of the following statements is not true about malaria? A. A number of people die because of malaria. B. It only affects humans. C. About 2% of the cases are fatal. D. People with malaria will suffer from headache. E. It mostly occurs in tropical areas. To answer question number 1 correctly, we have to be back to paragraph 1. Let's be back to paragraph 1. Coba perhatikan kalimat yang berwarna merah. It also infects primates, rodents, reptiles, and birds. Ada kata-kata penting yaitu it also. Malaria ini juga menjangkiti atau menginfeksi primata, binatang mengerat, reptil, dan bangsa burung. Jadi tidak hanya manusia yang terkena malaria. So, it is easy now to answer question number 1. Let's be back to answer question number 1. Question number 1. Which of the following statements is not true about malaria? Of course, the correct answer is option B. It only affects humans. Question number 2. How does the Anopheles transmit the parasites into the bloodstream? A. It bites the parasites. B. It bites the birds. C. It bites other Anopheles. D. It bites the victims. E. It bites the female mosquitoes. To answer question number 2, let's go to paragraph 2. Let's go to paragraph 2. Coba perhatikan kalimat yang berwarna merah. In 1898, Ronald Roche found that the bite of the female mosquito of the genus Anopheles transmits the parasites into the bloodstream. Ada kata kunci di sini yang harus kita perhatikan. Pada tahun 1898, Ronald Roche menemukan bahwa gigitan nyamuk betina dari jenis Anopheles mentransmisi parasit tersebut ke dalam aliran darah. Gigitan nyamuk betina terhadap apa? Terhadap korbannya. Okay, now let's answer question number 2. Question number 2. How does the Anopheles transmit the parasites into the bloodstream? Of course, the correct answer is option D. It bites the victims. Question number 3. It is implied that people suffering from malaria feel A. Moderately warm, B. Extremely hot, C. Unpleasantly cold. D. Very fresh. E. Slightly comfortable. To answer question number 3 correctly, let's go to paragraph 3. This is paragraph 3. Coba perhatikan bagian kalimat yang berwarna merah. The main symptoms of malaria are intermittent fever and chills. Gejala utama malaria adalah demam dan menggigil yang tidak teratur. Jadi sudah jelas bahwa penderita akan merasakan demam dan menggigil yang tidak teratur. Question number 3. It is implied that people suffering from malaria feel, of course, the correct answer is option C, unpleasantly cool. Question number 4. Blah, 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 on which the parasite cannot thrive as easily as it does on normal hemoglobin. The word "it" refers to the word A. African, B. Instance, C. Genes, D. Hemoglobin, E. Parasites. To answer question number 4 correctly, let's go to paragraph 4. This is paragraph 4. Coba perhatikan kalimat yang berwarna merah. On which the parasite cannot thrive as easily as it does on normal hemoglobin. Ada pertanyaan, it, pronoun it, ini sebenarnya mengacu pada kata apa? Maka kita harus paham bahwa it ini adalah subjek dari bagian kalimat ini. Maka pronoun it ini pasti mengacu kepada kata pada subjek bagian kalimat sebelumnya, yaitu parasite. Jadi kalau kita artikan, di mana parasit tersebut tidak bisa berkembang semudah ketika parasit tersebut berada pada hemoglobin normal. Jadi pronoun it yang dimaksud di sini mengacu kepada parasite. Question number 4. On which the parasite cannot thrive as easily as it does on normal hemoglobin. The word it refers to the word parasite. Question number 5. It occurs mostly in tropical regions of the world. The underlined word is best replaced by A. Terms, B. Take terms, C. Places, D. Replaces, E. Takes place. To answer question number 5, okay, let's look up our dictionary. Occur, verb. To occur means to take place, to happen, terjadi. See the example in the sentence. The police said that the accident occurred at about 4:30 p.m. Polisi mengatakan bahwa kecelakaan tersebut terjadi kira-kira pada pukul 4:30 sore hari. Question number 5. It occurs mostly in tropical regions of the world. The underlined word is best replaced by the word takes place. This is the end of the lesson. Thank you very much for joining my class. I will see you again for the next material. Bye-bye.